Hunter.
I'm Rebecca.
I'm Caitlin. I'm Nessa.
This is the Family Show!
Good evening. Welcome to Live Shenanigans. Hopefully earlier today you saw recorded shenanigans because Hunter is nearing his top 10. Today was his 20 through 11. It was lovely.
All right, what is this? We got themes for Blender.
Wow, that's old. Oh.
I must have clicked something. That was interesting.
Oh man, he's just.
All right. Ooh, that's a long way away.
What's a long way away?
I can barely see all that.
Do you want me to
nonsense.
move here? Here, I'll move this forward for you.
Oh, I'm getting old.
You're getting
My
old.
old person eyes can't see that far.
Your old person eyes. Hello, peeps. So good to see y'all in the chat.
All right.
Woohoo!
All right. So if you read the titles down below or up above or wherever, however yours works, this is a Board Game Geek recap. Board Game Geek Con. I went there Wednesday through Sunday. Well, actually, I skipped out on Sunday because I was dead. Wednesday through Saturday of last week, I went to Board Game Geek Con, and so the vast majority, not all of, the vast majority of the show is talking about Board Game Geek and the geeker, the geekness.
Somebody wants to see your shirt. Show off your shirt. It is a cool one. That is the shirt this year.
One small step for a geek.
I like it.
Yep, that was the
geekness.
the shirt for this year.
There you go.
So Board Game Geek, if you guys don't know, there's a Board Game Geek Con held in Dallas around the week before Thanksgiving. This is the first year, and I'll talk about this when I do. I got to put together a little video thing, montage thing that we'll go through, that I'll talk over and annoy you throughout. But this is the first year they moved downtown. They were in the airport. They were at the Hyatt Regency DFW airport until this year. And they moved downtown to the Hyatt Regency downtown. Much bigger hotel, much bigger location. I think they officially hit, is it 4,000 or 5,000 people this time?
Oh, wow.
The new location is amazing. I'll discuss that again in the montage video. It's a better location, more room. You don't feel as cramped. The play area, even though it's humongous and big, you actually could walk down the aisles.
Nice.
In the old hotel, you're like movie theaters, scooting between tables to get down, and there's just no room. And this is much more room. The heavy games, the scheduled gaming area was kind of off by itself, and it was a big giant. There's probably 30, 40 boardrooms of game places to game over there.
Wow.
In the old hotel, it was like there was like a boardroom on each floor of the hotel, so you had to go like 9th floor, 12th floor. They were all in one location, kind of by themselves. There was better food offerings at this place. There was a little shop that sold all kinds of different food. There was the generic cafe buffet style, not buffet, but like a generic food place, and then they also had a actual full bar with bar food that you could do. And then since it's downtown, you could just
walk out and go
walk around the corner
yeah.
and go get food there. Grubhub actually delivered here. They wouldn't deliver to the airport because they won't go into the airport to deliver. So you could actually do Uber Eats and Grubhub and all those different things delivered to the hotel. Pizza's places would deliver to the hotel. That was not really a possibility. So at the old place, if you wanted to eat, you had to make an event of it and leave the hotel and drive.
And the airport.
And you're gone for 2 hours to do that.
Yeah. Because fun fact, the DFW airport is the size. Actually, it's larger than the city of Manhattan.
Yeah. So it was a mess. I just ate the crappy generic food, and it was crappy generic food when we were there. We just ate there, it was pretty horrible.
It was horrible.
They had the same kind of food here, but it was better quality for the same price.
Wow, much better then.
Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump right into the montage video. I'm going to leave the mic on so Rebecca and I can talk over the video. It's kind of longish, but
That's why we're here.
Hopefully you
Dun,
enjoy it.
dun, dun.
We had a request. I'm going to go ahead and preempt this. Had a request several times in the chat for me to record the library.
Oh my gosh, Hunter totally
at
did.
Board Game Geek. And I recorded, per your request, I recorded the entire library of Board Game Geek, 8,000 games, but that recording took like 12 or 13 minutes. So I sped it up at 4 times speed, so it's going to be flying by, but
You can slow it down.
you can peruse at your leisure. In the future, you can just slow the video down and watch it. But yeah, 8,000 games. I recorded all of them. What else? What else am I going to say? I walked the entire vendor hall, and that's kind of shaky cam audio video. So if you have any kind of motion sickness, get your Dramamine now, because it's about to get crazy. All right.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let me load it up. Give me 1 second. Rebecca, give him some grammar facts or something.
Grammar facts? Yeah, that'll put him right to sleep. Okay.
Hold on, let me
Why
load it up.
can't I? Oh, I'll hear. Here's one of the free bags Hunter got.
No, you're not supposed to show these things off. That's later.
But this is just a bag. I can show the bag. See,
Okay.
look, isn't this a lovely game bag?
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, yeah, there you go. Give us lemonade facts.
Lemonade.
I
facts.
have no lemonade facts. I'm sorry. Fresh out. Lemonade facts. It's made out of lemons. Fun fact.
All right, here, let me just about
Not
ready.
so fun fact.
Just about ready to go. Let me get the chat.
Woot woot.
Move the chat over here.
Where'd the chat go?
Actually, we can't do the chat, so we're gonna lose the chat for a second because I have to watch the video real time, or I'm going to
Conjugate the verb punitate. Why? What's wrong
I
with
like that. That's
Don't
good.
encourage him.
That's good. I like that.
Punitive.
All right, here we go. We're gonna lose this for a second. I'm not gonna be able to see the chat, so I'll answer questions post video. Hopefully this will work. Here we go.
All right, I'm ready to watch.
Let me fix it where it's full screen, and
Is that why it's orange for like UT?
the Board Game Geek symbol is orange.
I know, I'm just being dumb.
All right, here we go.
Ooh, music. Jamming.
So this isn't the actual hotel. This is just a picture outside the hotel. I thought it looked kind of cool, so I took a picture.
The view is cooler downtown.
Yes, it is. You're not looking at airplanes. So this is the inside. There's 2 floors. We're looking down at the main area, and then up top is where the bar area was, and I thought the bar looked pretty cool, so I wandered up there and took a picture. It's amazing view from the bar. You'll see downtown outside those windows. It's really much nicer than the other hotel. You feel like you're in a casino. There's like no windows. So here's the main game area. This is probably a third. I'm kind of looking at one end. So you multiply that by 3, and that's probably about the size of the main gaming area. And I had to get a picture of P1. So if you guys know
P1!
the table P1 from Dice Tower Con, it's like a
He travels back and forth to the
running
conventions.
running joke at this point. So I had to get a picture.
I thought you said running goat.
So Friday night, Wednesday night, first night I was there, I had some time to kill, so I joined a pitch car tournament. Why not? So I played, and I usually suck at pitch car, but I got all the way to the finals.
You did. That
I
was
get to
pretty
the
cool.
finals, so I canceled my game of Clan to Caledonia and played the pitch car finals, and I got trounced. But look at the track. This is the finals track.
That's insane, dude. What is that? 3 tables?
3 tables worth of track.
And you had to do 2 laps on
And
that
it's-
bad boy?
Yes.
That's insane.
And then the next morning I hit the vendor hall and ran into this guy. I don't know who he is.
Yes, you do. Shut up. Ryan Bucket! I love his art.
And then there's this other guy I ran into.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what he's doing.
Causing trouble. You two seriously look like you're troublemakers.
So here
today. I
comes
love
shaky cam, so
I love
prepare
that.
yourself. It's going to get shaky.
that. Yay, Rado.
So I walked the entire vendor
Ah!
hall. So
It's off
the
balance.
Board Game Geek vendor hall in the past at the airport, they split it into 2 sections. So you had like the cool kids and then the not cool kids in 2 different areas.
How rude.
And so like the ones that were in the not cool kids got missed a lot because people didn't realize there was 2 vendor halls. In the new building, they have enough space that they put the entire vendor hall in one location. The entire vendor hall and Board Game Geek store is in one location. So I don't know how many vendors there were. I would have to guess 100+ vendors
Dang,
that were
really?
there.
Wow.
There was a lot of vendors there. Let's see. That's Portal Games.
La, 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 la,
It's
walking
the Portal
around.
games. They what was their big game? Predator Portal, I guess, was just released. That was their big thing. There's all these crazy. I mean, there's all. It's interesting because
Wow.
they kind of
Game toppers.
They kind of mix
Berkey.
the big name people with the kind of the independents kind of mixed together. So it's kind of an interesting thing because you could just go along and see a big name vendor, and then
Hey!
there's the Williams, Spencer and Laura Williams.
Yay. That's great. Spencer's a goofball.
So yeah, they used to do Dice Tower videos. They kind of I don't think they do them anymore. They have their Lighten Up initiative thing that they're doing now.
Yeah, that's cool.
Formal Ferret.
They're semi-local
They have
to
a
us.
new they have a new high rise game that looked kind of interesting. I didn't get a chance to demo it, but it looked kind of cool.
Very
I
cool.
demoed a ton of games, at least partially.
On
demoed them.
Mars.
That's not on Mars.
No, I saw the poster in the
Yeah,
background.
yeah.
I'm
It's
drooling.
that's not on Mars though. They
I-
had
well,
it in the
yeah.
hot games section.
It looked nothing like Mars. Thanks for playing.
I have no idea what people are saying. They're saying, "Oh, I'm getting sick from the shaky cam." That's what they're saying.
Shaky cam, they're all like, bleh.
So there's the
Indie.
Stronghold always is like,
that's true.
he's
Yeah, I was
usually
gonna
the
say.
biggest. He's one of the biggest sponsors of the Board Game Geek convention. He always has an amazing giant booth, and now he's got indie boards and cards with him as well. So it's even bigger.
I was going to say, it actually looked like a really big area for him. That's cool. Very cool.
Let's see what else he got going on. Aries, the Aries guy. The guy's always there. He's been there every year.
Yeah. Ooh, lots
Lots
of fun stuff.
Yeah, lots of game bags and things like that. Goodies. That's why I said they're kind of mixed stuff together. Before they kind of separated them, right?
This is cooler, yeah.
They
'cause,
had the kind of like the non board gaming like bags and dice and stuff, and
was always somewhere
and
else,
the smaller
right?
vendors off by themselves, and they kind of got overlooked, and now they're kind of all mixed together. It's a
This is
nice
cool.
mixture of the big companies and the smaller companies.
Yeah, this is really cool.
I got the Rado cam where he does the videos. He like, goes back and forth all over the place. You could actually sign up for apps for the CGE apps at the place. It was funny.
Huh. Wow. It seems like it's a little bit more room.
Oh, there's
to
the
walk
aisles
around.
are further apart.
Yeah.
The whole thing felt less crowded
Yellow.
than it did at the airport. They just seem to have more room. It's a giant hotel. It's much bigger than the one in the
It
airport.
looks ginormous. I mean, it looks really cool.
It's funny, Gamer
Oh.
Glass, Jen, Rado's wife, had a booth, but Rado didn't have a booth. He just sat.
He just hangs out with her.
He
That's
just
cool.
sat at the
I love
table
that.
playing games with people all the whole
I
convention.
love that. That's wonderful. She's really nice, too. I got to chat with her.
And
at
here's
BGG
the
Spring.
most overproduced booth ever. I love it. It was awesome.
Holy goodness. You didn't spend very much time on it.
City of Big Shoulders. I mean, I was just walking the whole thing. I spent time walking around. This wasn't my trip. I'd already gone through the vendor hall,
Oh, okay.
stopping and demoing and looking at stuff. This is kind of the overview, the quick view. This game looks cool. It's not my kind of game, but it looks kind of cool.
Oh, wow.
Got multi-level combat stuff going on.
Yep. Man, there's so much stuff. I want
Yeah.
to try to go next year.
The newest, the tiny games. So if you like your tiny games, that's the newest one.
Doesn't look so tiny. It's spread out all over the place.
It's epic.
Goober. Ooh, what's that?
Minecraft. You know what that is. You
Yeah, I know
played
it is.
the
I'm
game,
being dumb.
Goober.
Aw, Bonacor's not there.
No, Bonagor wasn't there.
He's probably causing
or I
trouble
would have
somewhere
bothered
else.
him.
You should have bothered him.
He always makes some crack. He's like, only 10 people are going to see this video.
Yeah, and every one of you should like text him and give him grief just because.
Maybe 100 people see it.
Yeah, that's
There's the
10
Board Game
times.
Geek
Teach
store in the
him.
back. Yeah, they're kind of off by themselves. And
But they can be by themselves, and people are going to seek them out. You know.
yeah. Catan had a booth, which is weird. I guess
This is kinda funny.
Catan is its own entity now, I guess.
They've got enough games; they can hold their own, right?
Catan has their own booth. He's the only person that said, well, no, I've stopped several times to talk to people, but he's one of the few vendors.
I was gonna say Spencer.
One of the
Laura.
few people I didn't know that
Oh,
actually
that said hi?
talk. Most of them just kind of get camera shy. It's funny. What else is going on? This is the Funnigan Games. That's a local game store. Fun Again? Yeah, not Fun Again. Common Ground Games. Common Ground
Oh yeah,
Games.
Common Ground. That was a cool.
They had a big giant booth selling.
That's so cool.
And what's funny is a lot of the vendors, instead of having games in their
Tapestry.
booth, they gave them the Common Ground to sell.
Nice.
So a lot of the games that you had to buy from vendors, you had
Were
to go
at
to Common
Common Ground?
Ground. Like the Minecraft game, I had to go there to get it
okay.
instead of Ravensburger wasn't selling their own games.
That's interesting, but I was going to say Common Ground's neat. We visited there, and that's pretty cool. They have a pretty nice growing library.
This guy I knew, so I stopped and talked. we done Stronghold demos.
Oh, that's
times
right.
together.
You told me about that. That's cool. Broken Token always has the most ridiculous.
Yeah, this made me sad because I saw the TI4 insert. I'm like, I got to have this insert, and then I found out it was $75. I'm like,
I don't have to have this. So
I'll
much.
cram stuff into the box. 75 is a bit
That's a
bit
big
pricey
game. That's a big game.
for an insert, but I'm sure it's beautiful. It was amazing.
Yep.
That guy talked to me randomly.
I was gonna say I can tell when you talk to people because
he randomly was trying to sell me. He had like these little things that fit on board games, like that make plastic corners on the board games.
Huh.
They're like little attachments you put on your corners of your board game to make them stack where they don't smash each other when they stack.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
he wanted to sell. Man, let me tell you, he wanted to sell me some of those plastic things.
We wouldn't be able to fit all this nonsense on our shelves. We did that.
I know.
But
It's a neat idea, but I'm not sure how practical it is because they were pretty thick. They were good.
I was gonna say that's gonna take
They were
away
good.
precious shelving
Yeah.
space. But if you didn't have as
5-6
many,
millimeters thick.
Yeah.
I mean, it added
ooh,
a lot of
Vossi's
space.
D.
I don't know. It looked interesting. I have no idea what it was. It's not my kind of game. It's a tacky space game of some kind, I think.
That space game, I might be interested. I don't know.
It's tacky, though.
Yeah.
Genius Games, I went and looked at their game.
That looks cool. I saw like
the
they have like a
compound game they have.
yeah, that looks
The periodic
really cool.
table of elements game.
That looks cool.
Yeah.
I'd probably be
thought
terrible
about
at it,
getting
but
but I didn't get it.
I know some teachers that might be interested in that. I'll have to look at it.
And then the shiny dice booth.
Ooh, are we coming to Shiny Dice? Pop figure. Good grief.
Reese and Dominion.
Whoa, that was a lot. Ooh, purdy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she's selling some nifty stuff. And then all these dice.
Oh my gosh.
I like dice.
Shiny. Look at all the shinies. Oh my goodness.
I got the sniffle. Sorry, guys, if I'm sniffling a lot.
Want me to smack you?
I think I got the con crud.
Look at
delayed-
you.
delayed
Delayed
con crud.
reaction.
Delayed con crud.
Well, it doesn't help that a front came through.
So there's the boardgametables.com.
Whoa.
They're the one that sells the QE, but they also sell board game tables, and they have some
And
nice
those
ones.
bags. Those
And they have
bags.
those bags. Everyone was buying those bags.
Well, they were
I didn't
huge.
see, there's one right there. A guy
Yeah.
walking around with one. They're
how
giant bags.
deep-
I didn't check how much they
Okay,
were.
did
Because
you
I
see
already
how
have.
deep that game table was?
Yeah, I don't know if they're just trying to show off how far it goes up and down.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know why.
I guess if you're doing some monster miniatures thing?
Yeah, maybe.
Craps?
Maybe.
Your own private craps table? Ooh, now that's cool. Do you see all the different types of wood you could... Wow. Ooh, those are the semi-precious dice, aren't they?
Yeah, the ones that are like they're
Oh.
quartz and stuff like that.
Someday. Look at those. Those are cool. I want some emerald dice. Yeah.
If I was independently wealthy, I would
Buy
spend.
some emerald dice?
Wormwood would know me by name, I think. because
Oh,
their stuff
Mr. Thomason, would
is
you like your
their stuff is
weekly?
so gorgeous. And I thought I was impressed with all these little boxes and dice stuff, and then I saw their board game table, and I'm like, what? Not this one. This one's kind of their generic like base model. But I went around the corner and saw their souped up hot rod model, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll take one, please.
Where are we going to put that bad boy?
I don't know, but man, the wood is just so gorgeous on the board game table. Look at this.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow. We could actually use it. Let's just replace our dining table.
All right, so that's it for the vendor hall. This is the virtual flea market. So Board Game Geek does a massive flea market where you go online and they have a geek list on Board Game Geek, and you basically put your games up for sale. You say, I got this game, I'll sell it for $40 or whatever. You do all these sales, and then everyone comes together, and there's about
There's your table.
a quarter of what I had to sell that was left. I forgot to take a picture of the original stack, but sold all my games. You go in and out an hour. I sold like 100 games in an
That's
hour.
crazy.
I may have to pause this. So I ran into Tom Vassell. Tom Vassell was actually at Board Game Geek Incognito. I ran into him. We played a couple of these two games O-Fox, and that's Through the Walls in German, I believe. We played both of those games. They were hilarious. I had a great time. I'll talk about those later when I talk about the games I played. But it was interesting to run into Tom, and Tom just grabbed random games off the shelf. He picked names that looked interesting. So I'll talk about these two games a little later.
Incognito as in not wearing an insane hat.
No, and what's funny, several Dice Power people said, I saw he wasn't wearing... This is on Mars. They had this in the Hot Games room. Ooh. The Hot Games room was uber camped the entire con. I could not find a time to go in and demo, but I stood and watched on Mars for about half an hour. Ooh. It looks amazing. I think we're going to love it when we get there. I got to play Dune, the real official Dune. And this is just for you, Kabuki kid. I won in the second round. Second round solo victory in Dune.
Wow, look at you big nerd.
I feasted on the newbies. But I loved it. We racked it up and played again. This is the guest panel. This is about half of the guests of the con. If you can guess all these people's names, I'll give you a hearty high five.
What's the name of the gal that did the veggie garden?
Kelly,
thank you. Because she was like super nice.
Kelly North Adams.
Okay, thank you.
And Tommy, if you're in the chat, I hope you know one of those people.
Better.
It's your superstar. This is the what I call the generic cheapy food, and it was actually pretty good.
Cool.
And then they had this, like I said, they had this little shop that a lot of people ate here. They had sandwiches and stuff you could put in microwaves and things.
That reminds me of the place at Dice Tower Con.
Yep, it's very much like that.
Okay.
And then the Rio Grande, they had their own room. I went in and demoed 2 or 3 games there. And this one I took a picture of specifically because I think the girls will love it. It's called Baby Monster Rescue. That one's looks like a great kids game coming out. And then I think this is High Frontier. It's been out for a while now. It's kind of the revved up Race for the Galaxy game. Ooh. So I think I might get after demoing. I think I might grab it because I think I like this better than Race for the Galaxy.
What?
All right, here it is. Here's Shaky Cam of the entire 8,000 games in the Board Game Geek library.
But you can slow it down and stare
You can slow it down and watch the whole thing.
And those shelves are big shelves. That's the funny thing. These are big.
8,000 games.
It looks so much bigger even than since we were last there.
And they're culling their collection. They don't bring the entire thing. They have like something like 15 or 16,000.
Do they really?
Yeah, they've over time sold off a lot of their games for charity.
Oh, okay.
And they don't bring all the games every year. They bring a selection of the games every year.
Wow, talk about a collection when a selection is 5,000. Okay, I'm
8,
just saying.
000.
Or 8,000, my bad. Jeez. That's pretty intense.
8,000. What are we up to? We're up to
M's.
We're almost halfway through the. And then they have these are the older games, the ones that are not the brand new games. And then they have a section that is new games.
Yeah, they have like the hot games off by themselves. So this is just.
I'm sure everyone's puking at this point.
We look and there's no one online.
Everyone's puking.
Yeah, it's funny because you mentioned that you had to go and film this at like 1 a.m. just so you could actually have a view of the games.
Yeah, during the day, I would never accomplish doing this because there's 10 people in front of every shelf. So there's no way I would get this done. So here's the hot games that they have for the year. Hot games, new games. Whatever.
And even then, at 1 a.m., you had people...
there's people. I had to dodge around people to get to everything. And again, a lot of these games are checked out. So this is maybe 2/3 of the hot games.
Man, you got lots of feet. You are trying to get around people. Get out of the way, woman.
Person stepped right in front of me when I was filming, so I had to redo that shelf.
It's like people oblivious.
And I got to play Merchant of Venus in this tricked up, crazy, like insanely amazing. I was so spoiled. I want to play Merchant of Venus again, but I'm only gonna play with this guy.
The board?
Only this guy. I'm not gonna play with anyone else. Only with this guy.
That's so beautiful.
Chris, I think his name's Chris Ham. He's got like a dozen games he's totally tricked out that look amazing. And then later that night, as soon as this is done, I got spoiled again. Wait for it.
Still waiting.
Oh, that's not. No, I got to play. I got up with Derek Porter during the day, and we played 2 of his favorite games, Blood Rage and Mission Red Planet. I forgot to take a picture of Blood Rage. I got to play a couple games with him. We talked about, his new job with Board Game Geek and what's going on and family and all that stuff. So
Very cool.
That was nice. I actually spent a good portion. Oh, here it is. Battlestar
Oh,
Galactica.
wow.
Now I'm spoiled for Battlestar Galactica because I played with this tricked out 3D printed Battlestar Galactica
Look at
set.
that ship. I mean, it's insane. Look at that. It's 3D printed. That is beautiful. Oh, mad props to that guy. That was amazing.
Well, that's it. Let's see if anyone's still online. All right. Where's the chat? Oh, there it is. All right, so we have to scroll back.
I'm gonna Ralph.
Let's see what we got. Way back.
Julio was saying he was sick earlier on, and I was like, uh-oh.
Let's see.
BGG is anti-Aggie.
Here we go.
There you go. Okay, we're trying to catch up, make sure.
Oh, that's not a bad idea, loading the vendor up separately as its own video in normal speed.
That's cool. Let's see.
Yep,
here.
BGG Spring is definitely still at the airport.
Okay.
It's going to be at the same location.
It'll fit there, though.
The
The only thing I'm bummed about is the whole food thing, because I really don't like the food there.
Yeah, they were selling the collector's edition of Suburbia there. In fact, that's what the empty tables were for. I guess they were demoing. I don't know why they cleaned off their table, but they were demoing it. Let's see what else we got. TI4
Cool.
expansion. That's true. If you buy the broken token insert now,
It'll fit the...
It's not going to fit the expansions,
won't?
right? So you may want to get...
nuts.
That's not a bad point.
That's too bad. But if you're one of those people, though, that just has the base game and you play the tar out of it, it would be a good investment, right?
Yeah.
I don't
Could we
know.
get asked knowing the periodic table help? Not really. It's more of the locations of the chemicals and things like that. It's not... You're not going to have an advantage if you know the table.
Oh, bummer.
It'll be more interesting if you know the table and things like that.
That's true.
Yeah, that's how I figured out Tom was there. He was on an Undead Viking.
I was on the Undead Viking channel.
Yeah,
like,
they did a
what's
Tuesday night
up?
preview, I guess, of the convention. And I'm like, is Tom there? And I sent the message in our Slack, the Dice Tower Slack, and he didn't answer. I'm like, okay, he's hiding out. And it's funny, I was walking through the con. He walked up beside me and was pacing me, messing with me. And then we got to hang out for a couple hours and we chatted.
That's awesome.
Talked about current events and Dice Tower conventions and just generic stuff. That was nice. It was nice I spent a good chunk of my convention just talking with people.
That's pretty cool.
Playing games or not playing games. I just chatted with a bunch of people. Because I haven't been to Dice Tower Con in ages.
No, you haven't.
And the cruise is not very
Gamery?
conducive to hanging out and chatting because you're
doing a million things in just a few days. Oh, somebody was asking. Oh, yeah, Kabuki was asking. Yes, you were the Spacing Guild when you won.
I was a Spacing Guild both times. The first time I played, I won second round. If you know Dune, I took over one stronghold the first round. And Spacing Guild in Dune can delay. They can decide when they take their turn, basically. So I waited till my last turn. They didn't take any of the two strongholds I had away from me.
So you're like,
so I sent everything I had at that last stronghold, took the stronghold, and won the game in the second round. So I guess they just didn't know I don't know if they just didn't understand the game or what. I was new. I've only played Rex once, but the goal is to get 3 strongholds.
Tommy's asking who he was supposed to know.
Tommy!
Martin Wallace.
The first guy was Martin Wallace.
Shimmy, shimmy,
I thought you were a super fan of Martin Wallace.
Man.
I guess I could put the picture up. I'm sure it's people were asking about it. It said it flew by too fast.
It did fly by pretty fast.
Let me pull the picture up and I'll tell you who all they are.
Which is funny because we were afraid the video would be too long.
I kind of left a pause there. Oh, let's see.
I don't think they're seeing it.
I know. They're about to.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, that's not on there.
All right.
They're all chatting in this picture.
See, that's a different picture. Martin Wallace.
Wallace is like, I'm done with this.
I gotta get out of here. So from left to right, we got Martin Wallace from Steam, Age of Steam, and all the different Steam things. The funniest thing he said during the thing, he's like, they asked him, why do you like trains so much? And he's like, I played 18XX and it was boring. waste of time, so I made a good train game.
That's funny.
And the next person next to him, let me get his name right. His name is Eric Ryle, right? R-A-Y-L.
Rail? Probably?
He made a documentary about board game designers. So,
very cool.
And then next to him is Kelly North Adams. She's done famous for Veggie Garden.
And is she wearing a T-Rex shirt? Oh my gosh, I just realized she had dinosaurs all over her shirt.
Next to her is Richard Ham from Rado Runs Through, Eric Lang, Blood Rage, Rising Sun, etc. Simon fame. Next to him is Matt Leacock, Pandemic, and other assorted games, but mainly known for Pandemic games. Mm-hmm. And then, yes, it is Elizabeth Hargrave,
Yay.
the Wingspan, and she has another game.
Didn't she do the veggie, one of the...
No, she's got some kind of twiggly, wiggly.
Oh, I'm thinking about the art.
I don't know what it's called. She's got another game, but that's the Wingspan.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Lady.
Yep.
All right. So there's all that.
Mm-hmm.
So now you know, and Tommy can
and
Tommy can be ashamed.
Yeah, be ashamed. Shame.
All right.
Okay, scroll down. There's more.
Now we need to go back. Oh, we're scrolling.
Yeah. Scroll down.
Let's see.
You got to catch up with everybody. Poor.
I'm going to Ralph. Sorry for the people who are puking. Let's see. Yeah, that Merchant Venus setup was insane.
Oh, it's so beautiful. 17 of us are still here.
Let's see. Blew by the photo too quickly. Well, I showed it to you.
There you go.
Rado and Eric Lang, huh? Tussie Mussy. That's the name
Tussie
of it.
Mussy?
Yeah. There you go. There is the BGG Con. We did the vendor hall. Let's see. Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna give just like my thoughts on the convention. I kind of went over them briefly, but here's the thing. Here's my thoughts. One, it's you feel less crowded.
That's awesome.
You can actually get food. It
That's
just
awesome.
overall felt like a better, more easygoing. You could find spots in the hotel where you can go off and just be no one's there.
Oh my gosh.
Which you
That
cannot
exists?
you cannot
You
do
can't do
that
that at the other
anywhere
one.
at the airport. You're not gonna get a moment of silence anywhere at the airport. Here I could go up a couple floors, hit a side room, and there's no one there, and I can just relax. Like one time I was waiting for a game to start and I was just exhausted, so I went and found a chair and took an hour nap. I just laid down and rested I didn't fall asleep. I kind of just laid there and just relaxed for about an hour.
That's hilarious.
You cannot do that at the airport. There is noise everywhere. So it just doesn't feel as crowded. It's the same number of people, but it feels like a quarter as crowded. The location, I think, is better. Like I said, it's easier in and out. It's easier to get to. The parking was kind of a...
You said the parking was meh.
It was a mixed bag of parking because they had three different parking lots. One, they were kind of reserved for the people at the hotel to put their cars because it's kind of off a ways.
Okay.
Then they had another parking lot that was where the come and go parking types, the people that are just coming in daily or whatever.
Okay.
That one fills up by like 10 in the morning.
Oh,
It's just full.
Okay.
Then there's another parking lot that's off a ways, kind of in Shadyville, in Shadyland.
Oh, fun!
Kind of
yay, shady downtown.
Kind of, in a not so happy area.
All right.
So I did valet parking several times. I didn't want to deal with.
You're like, I don't want to deal with the shady.
I don't want to deal with shady, and I had at one point I had to carry 100 board games. I wasn't gonna drag 100 board games through Shadyville.
Oh my gosh!
Into the thing.
Unless you wear a trench coat, you're like, hey buddy, want a board game?
Want a board game, kid? So the parking was kind of hit and miss. If you were staying in the hotel, you had no issues because you had your own little parking lot. Everyone was happy. They only did that for like the first day or two. After a while, they didn't care. So I just started parking in that parking lot after the first couple of days. What else? The vendors in one location was great. The hot games area was kind of off away. Before, the hot games area was kind of mixed in. This one had its own room off to the side. They had teachers in there the whole time that were assigned to that room to teach games. They had probably, I want to say, 25 or 30 games set up in there that you could play.
Wow.
They were permacamped. I mean, every time I went in, there was not a table open ever. So I mostly just kind of did the look over and stare and watch a couple of rounds and that sort of thing. What else? They had a lot of the Essen games for sale, like always, but the prices this year were like through the roof expensive. I don't know. I know understand why they're doing it because they shipped them in from Essen, but they were double the price of the game. So I wanted to get Maracaibo, but I couldn't see paying $100 for a $50 game.
Ah!
So I just couldn't. I couldn't pull the trigger. I'll wait a couple weeks and get it from Cool Stuff for $50.
Yeah, cool stuff.
What else? I think that's it.
What else? The hall?
Well, no, I mean, it's talking about the convention.
Oh.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
that's true. Kabuki's talking about how it, like, brings sandwich stuff and things to the room, especially if they have a fridge or something.
Oh, yeah. If
That's the way to go because
yeah.
you can actually afford to, like you said, spend more money on games and cool crap at the
That's what I
place
did. I
instead.
went to the store and bought a bunch of snacky bits and stuff like that, and I just crammed it all in my backpack. And I would eat 2 meals a day and then snack the rest of the time. So I'd eat something breakfast on the way in, and then I'd have a nice dinner, and then I snacked the rest of the time. I just ate snacks the rest of the time.
And then he came home at like 2 a.m. every night.
Yes, I rolled in at like 8, 9 in the morning and left at about 2 a.m. each night. And it's a 40-minute drive home, so I didn't get much sleep. So Sunday morning, I said, I'm done.
He was gone. It was like he wasn't even home. We could have had a bomb land on the house and he wouldn't have noticed. It was great.
But it was a great convention if you're in the area, even if you're not in the area. They had I don't know how many, like 30 different countries and 49 states represented. They had
49.
They didn't have what game? They didn't have Hawaii. No one from Hawaii came.
Dean.
But to make up for the Hawaii, there was a dude that lives in Antarctica that came to the convention.
Yes. Yes, that is so awesome.
I don't know if he's a scientist. Do they have?
That's pretty much.
Do they have anyone besides scientists that live in Antarctica?
No,
He was for reals from Antarctica.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Yes. So so you should really give.
We need to get
shot.
Dean. We need to get Dean so they can get their number 50. Dean needs to come from
Oh, that's
Hawaii.
true. If Dean would come from
Yeah,
Hawaii,
see,
they'd
there
get
you
all
go.
the states.
Be an excuse to see you too, Dean. Yeah, exactly, Kabuki. I don't know who else lives in.
It'd have to be a scientist.
It's got to be one of the scientists because I don't think they have anything else.
Yeah, I
there.
don't think they have a true population.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to switch gears. We're going to go to, since we talked about the convention, now I'm going to talk about all the things I purchased. Because I went a little crazy. Not as crazy as some. There is a lady that sat next to me at the virtual flea market.
Yeah.
That at the virtual flea market bought 200 games. She sold 100 and bought 200. I'm like...
And I thought you needed an intervention.
I told her, you're doing this wrong. You're supposed to get less games, not more games. So I didn't buy a lot. So we're going to start. Let's start with just grab anything that looks interesting. All right, that. Minecraft. Should I do the games I played first?
It's too late now.
We'll go through it. We'll talk about games I played later.
That's true. You haven't played this with Ness yet.
No, I haven't played this one.
I have, though. Several times.
So let's back up. Take it back.
Oh, you didn't see this. Woo,
I'm changing streams because it's not going to make sense to talk about the games and then talk about them again.
All right, fine. Here.
All right. No, we're not doing purchases. We're doing games I played. So as always, I want to talk about all the games I played. I'm ranking them from worst to best. We're going to go through these quickly.
All right, hurry up.
So I played a whopping 9 games at a convention. I didn't play a lot of games.
But you talked with a ton of people.
All right, so here we go. Starting with number 9, O Fox. This is a hidden movement game I played with Tom Vassell. It was a crappy game he pulled off the shelf. I give it a 5. Meh. Number 8 is the Through the Walls, that kids game. It's actually, I give it a 6, but I think for kids it's probably an 8 or a 9.
Wow.
Because it's kind of a... you're moving around on a board. You're a little ghost. You're moving around on the board, and there's walls everywhere. So there's all these different rooms on the board, and the ghosts you can't just normally move through the wall. But they have all these magnets that you can push and pull underneath the board. That if you can pull the ghost has a magnet on the bottom. If you pull the ghost through the wall, that's how they move through the wall. You're going around and you're doing a set collection. You're trying to get 5 different items for the ghost. You're basically dressing your ghost up. So you need a hat and clothes and shoes and different things like that.
Do you get crazy Tom Vassell hats?
Yes. But that's not the cool part. The cool part is the board rotates. And so you're rotating the board, and your ghosts are hitting all these magnets, and you're getting stuck and doing all kinds of weird patterns.
What in the
So you rotate the
world?
board, and all the ghosts do all kinds of weird stuff. I should have did a video of it. It is a really cool game. This one, I think, most innovative game at Essen.
Oh, okay.
It probably I don't know if it's kids game or it's just one of, I know Tom said it won the most innovative. I don't know if it was just the overall most innovative or if it's for kids games.
Okay.
It was really cool. When it comes out, if it comes out in the US, I'll probably buy it. It's really, really cool kids game.
Okay.
I think your game group at the
Would enjoy that one?
cool because it's just
It's
really,
just fun.
it's a cool effect.
That's cool. Of course they would. They'd
So
love that.
that was my number 8. So my number 7, Mission Red Planet. Everything else beyond all the other 7 games I played are all 9s. So I played Mission Red Planet. I've talked about it many times.
That's a fun one.
It's an area control game with action selection. Number 6 is Pitch Car. Played Pitch Car tournament. I dominated. I got first, second, first in all the games. And in the last game in the finals, I got 7th.
Oh,
There was
man!
this one loop I could not get past.
Well, you had 2 of those giant
It was my
loops, and they were
arch
killer.
nemesis, so I got destroyed in the finals. But I had a blast, so it was fun.
That's funny.
So Pitch Car, I've talked about it many times. My number 5 game was Sidereal Confluence. I got to play a game of Sidereal with 6 people.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
It was blast. Every time I play, I try to play a different race. They have very unique powers.
Yeah.
It's a space trading.
So who were you this
game.
time? Do you remember?
I was the spaceship guys. The
Okay.
guys that have to power their converters with spaceships.
Okay.
That one didn't gel with me.
You
So I
did not
got
do
I
well?
got 3rd or 4th place out of
Okay.
6. It just did that. I just couldn't get them to work. Onward. My number 4 game is Blood Rage. Played that with Derek. Played a 2-player. It's not best 2-player, but I enjoyed it. We mostly just talked. Derek annihilated me. Apparently, he's a Blood Rage savant.
Huh? Yeah.
Because he usually I hold my own in that game. Man, he just took me to school. He took me back behind the shed and beat me up a little bit in Blood Rage. Whew.
That was bad.
I made it respectable in the last round, but he still beat me by like 50 points or something
Wow,
crazy.
that's crazy.
Onward, number 3, Merchants of Venus. I think if this game wasn't so tricked out, it would not have ranked as high as it did. It was a crazy tricked out set. I liked the game. I enjoyed it. I just don't know if it's totally my kind of game.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds more like it might be my shtick. More
Yeah,
than yours.
it's basically you take Zaya and take the combat out. And that's kind of what you have. Merchants of Venus, kind of, maybe.
Okay.
I think you can do combat in Merchant of Venus, but we did like the friendly version where you don't have lasers and shooting each other. Or, I don't know. The game, I got like I watched Eric Summers' like 7-minute how to play video, which gives you like a quarter of what you need to play the game.
Wow.
And I just jumped in. And I'm like,
dear.
Thank goodness I'm going last. Because I was sitting here watching, okay, what is everyone doing? And so about halfway through the game, I fully understood how the game works. And then basically, the whole game I was going, I don't know how they're getting so much money. How are they doing this? What's going on? And then like halfway through the game is like, I started just cranking out the money, but it was already too late by that time. So I finished 3rd, and the two people that beat me were Merchant of Venus is their favorite game, and they've played it dozens and dozens of times. So
yeah.
I think it'd be fun to play it again, but I heard they said the Fantasy Fight version is garbage, and you should never play that version, and all this stuff. So I don't know if I'll ever. The guy said he's bringing it in spring. Maybe we'll play again.
Oh, cool!
In spring.
How fun!
My number 2 game was Dune.
Oh, I keep thinking
Dune.
Okay.
Dune was amazing. I enjoyed it. I wish I had some challenge.
Wow.
But we played again. Basically, the game was over so fast.
Talker.
We racked it up and started another game, and we got about halfway through. I think we got to turn 5 or 6, and it was a complete stalemate. So I probably would have won again because I don't think anyone was going to win.
Well, yeah, you had the race. You said that like
if no one wins,
you
I
win.
win. Yeah, so I probably would have ended up winning again because we were totally stale. Everyone learned their lesson, so they had everyone had 15 guys in every stronghold. It was like they were just
like, oh no, you don't.
They're not going to do that again. And what's funny, I allied with another person, and we almost got 4 strongholds. We got 3, We almost got the fourth one, but then they figured out what we were doing. They just dumped a bunch of guys in that last stronghold. And
You're like, nope,
not gonna happen. And number one game was Battlestar Galactica. I love that game, even though I lost, even though I was a crappy human.
And you even tried. Didn't you say you picked
I picked Baltar, so I'd have a better chance of being a Cylon. But I enjoyed it. It was fun. There's another tricked out version. That one I love. That tricked out or not, that game's awesome.
That was so funny because I got a text from you on that one saying that I asked him if he was a filthy toaster, and he's like, no, sad face, sad face, sad face. I was just like...
the Dune game, once when we said go to start playing, yeah, it was about I wanted about half an hour. And I actually said, I'm so sorry. I win.
I'm so
and they're like, oh. And then they're all like, let's play again. I'm like, okay, we'll play again.
That's funny.
But yeah, because they completely messed up. What?
I'm ready to show
you want to talk about all the purchases?
Yeah.
Well, you got to talk about Minecraft and Coffee Roaster. Those are the two that you played that I didn't play.
All right, fine. I'll show these off first. So you already know about this. So this is now. If you've seen there was a Minecraft card game that was mostly just like tricked up war or something. I mean, it was just like trading resources and stuff. This is an actual game, and it is really fun. Nessa and I have played it several times now already, and it was quick to pick up. It was easy for me to teach her, and it felt like Minecraft, so that you're collecting. And they have check this out.
It's actually a real game.
It's a real game, and it's so cute because look at the blocks. Is that not awesome? It's the actual Minecraft blocks.
Yeah, but they're just kind of that's overproduced.
Oh, it's totally overproduced. But what happens is they make it a pyramid, and you have to kind of as long as two sides and the top is exposed, that you can take those off, kind of like Mahjong-esque, like on the computer game Mahjong. So you can take those resources, or you can go and explore an area which can bring up different biomes or mobs that you can attack and stuff. And then on the outer edge of the map is a whole bunch of weapons and stuff that you can add to your little deck that you shuffle up of weapons and stuff, because you start with 3 poisonous potatoes and a couple weapons, and you have to shuffle it all up and everything. And so it was pretty awesome. Do you want to come talk about it real quick? Come here. Yeah. No, you want to be all shy? Oh, man. So, okay. But yeah, Nessa and I Nessa told me this is her new favorite game right now. The blocks are overproduced, but the player mat is very thin. I'm kind of eh. But the cardboard tiles are fine. They didn't overproduce that. That's for darn sure. Apparently all the money went into the cubes. But that being said, it's fun. And you go in and it's got 3 phases, and you probably can't tell on these cards from here, but on the 3 phases, okay, you can see in the top, there we go. There's this side here. There's 3. And the top, have 3 scoring rounds. So once you collect a certain number of these, it triggers each scoring round. And the first one is different biomes, and as many biomes as are touching, you get bonuses off of that. And then the second round is the type of little buildings you built on the biomes. And then the third round is I don't know, it's random dark pictures. One looks like a fence, one looks like a bridge, there's a picture frame. It's set collection or whatever, and those are that are touching. And so you want to plan ahead a little bit, right? And try to pick things that are going to be touching multiple different ways and give you lots of different points and stuff. And if you go around, the mobs that you attack, they let you do an extra move, or they have endgame scoring on them. So they all have a benefit, whether it's immediate or later on. So anyway, really super long description of it. But if you've got kids at home that like Minecraft and you want to get them off the screen for a little bit or something, this is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, the reason I bought this is it's a real game. It's truly a real game with decisions and strategy to it. It's not just a random fest.
Yeah.
All right, tell me about Coffee Roaster. So Coffee Roaster has been not available in the U.S. for the longest time, and Stronghold finally brought it to the U.S.
Thanks, Steven. Oh my gosh, I'm not one for solo games. I have played 3 solo games before now, and the only one I've ever liked a lot would be playing Wingspan, honestly, solo version. This is made as a solo game, and it is so much fun. I played a whole game, though, before I sometimes I don't figure out nuances on my own very well, like, because I taught myself the game, and there's a couple things I've figured out after, like, the first round. I'm like, oh, I totally did that wrong. And then I scored it wrong. The first time, I'm like, I'm doing great. And then I went back and I realized I scored it wrong, and I looked back and I'm like, I'm not doing great. I did terribly on that round. But it was, this is, really good. And it's got, like, levels of difficulty. So once you get, they say, once you get to, like, a certain score, then you should try the next level up and try the next level of difficulty.
That's cool. That's cool.
And yeah,
the game kind of grows with you.
Yeah, it does, and it's really pretty, and it's not like overproduced or anything, but it is. It's really colorful, and the symbols and everything are really easy to figure out. And I like it, and I learned way more about coffee than I ever thought I would ever know, because they have a little info sheet in there, and all sorts of stuff about like what a coffee bean's actually like, the structure of a coffee bean, and all this baking and roasting and why you do it. And I was just like, I just drink the stuff. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
I mean, she asked who designed the Minecraft game. If you want.
Oh, designed it?
I don't know who it designed it. I don't know if it's a no name or someone.
Ulrich Bloom. Blum. Ulrich Bloom.
No clue.
Well, that's the author, whatever that means, and then the design, Mojang. Okay, I'm assuming author means the actual board game designer then, right? That's really weird, because Mojang's the company for Minecraft.
Right.
So that's the design, but I mean, author has got to be the board game designer, I'm assuming, right?
All right.
So, but yeah, that's who.
All right, since these are both vendor hall purchases, we'll just jump right into vendor hall purchases. So give me Orleans.
Oh my gosh, look at this bad boy. Woo! Look at this. Story time.
So this is a story-based game set in basically with the Orleans rules. Basically, you have the same bag, putting stuff in bag, drawing stuff out of bag, but the board's different, things you're doing different, and it has it's story-driven. So you have kind of a story that you read, and then you have some goals you're trying to accomplish. And once those goals are accomplished, you trigger the next section of the story. So it's story-based. But it's not like a legacy game. You're not ripping things up or destroying things. It's story driven, and you can reset and play the story over and over again.
Yeah, I can't wait.
There's 2 stories in the box. They're going to release future stories and expansions, but there's one that's kind of a quick game. It's like an hour and a half, and then they have kind of a big campaign style game that takes like 3 or 4 hours to play. So
cool. 2
different stories in the box. It's different. I mean, if you know Orleans, you know a good chunk of how it plays, but the map's different, and how things work is a little bit different than the actual Orleans. They're not compatible. Fun. You don't have to have Orleans. This isn't an expansion. This is a standalone game. It has everything you need to play in the box.
Oh, that's interesting. I thought you would have to have Orleans.
Nope. It's a standalone game. All right, what else did I buy in... Oh, we can do Rome. We can talk about it. I forgot to put that on the list.
Oh, yeah!
I actually I skipped it somehow.
Oh my gosh.
I gave this one a 7.
I love this game. But she loves it.
I bought it for her, so.
I love this game. Okay, so, Lockett Strikes Again. Dun dun dun. It's a little light game, and it uses all of his characters from the near and far and above and below. So you'll recognize the land and the characters and stuff in it. But you're going through, and it's like a Onitama meets area control. Like, it's so interesting because each character can move a certain way, just like a movement card in Onitama. But you're also getting coins, and you use the coins to buy like weapons and things that give you extra victory points too. You're trying to collect victory points. And once a card, there's only 6 spaces on each card, and you put the 6 cards together, make a map. And once you get all 6 in one card filled up, doesn't matter who did it, as long as it's full, then that card is going to get scored and taken away. And whoever has the majority in that is going to get the card and the victory points and stuff. And it's really cool. And then the loser, if there's somebody else on there, they get a coin. So you get something if you have at least a dude there. But some of the weapons are tricked up, like you can replace an opponent's piece with your own, and there's all these little tug and pull, like move some of the pieces around to get extra coins. Dude, it's just really interesting. I like that, and it's a quick, fun, light game, but it's got all the cool art And I don't know. It's really fun. I like it.
Yeah, you said Onitama and you scared everyone away. It's not like it's.
No.
She means that basically there's imagine a grid, like a map grid, and you have these characters in front of you, and you're going to be placing tokens on that grid in a pattern. So like a character might have an L shape, so you'll put an L shape somewhere on the grid.
Yeah,
in a pattern.
It's how you do the area control.
Yeah, and when you fill up one of the cards that makes up that grid, you get that card. Now that gives you a new move. A new pattern that you can put on the board. So she means Onitama in such a way that you have cards that have patterns on them.
So if you look, see at the bottom of the card, see how it's got two little squares diagonally? That's how that person places cards. And then like Vera here, she does an L pattern. So when you place tiles down for your area control, that's how they do it. You have to use them. And then you flip them over, and that's how you know that they're done.
So this is Ryan.
really cool.
I talked to Ryan for a little bit about it, and he said that this is a he would equate it to his small box game, so like Artifacts Inc.
Mm-hmm.
It's similar weight, similar
Artifacts.
complexity, similar time to play. He's got several others.
This is
They're
cute.
escaping me at this point. He's got several others in his small box line that are the same thing. We played it 2-player in about 30 minutes. Maybe less than 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's probably less than that. It's super fun. Love it, love it. Should we put Kabuki out of her misery?
Why?
Because she's spazzing out on there.
Why?
She's asking about leaving Earth and... Oh, man. She's dying.
Oh, well. I don't know when that's going to happen. All right, we got any more vendor hall stuff?
I don't know. This is all
that's freebie stuff. Hand me the freebie games. We'll go through those in like 5 seconds because these are all welcome to the coal pile games. So BGG always gives away free games.
And Hunter got there late.
So these are all going straight to the coal pile. I might look at this game. So this is a variant of One Night Werewolf, I guess.
Okay.
It's a really short 5 to 10 player social deduction game. So I might give it a try. But yeah, these are probably all going to the coal pile.
Black Hole Council?
Yes.
Really?
Coal pile.
Sounded intriguing.
Coal pile.
All right, this one's
Wait,
also...
hold on. What do we got left over there?
These and that and this.
No, we got these over here.
Oh, yeah, get those too.
So we're gonna do the virtual flea market. I talked about that where you can buy games. Remember that lady had 100 games to sell? She bought 200. Well, I sold about 100 and I bought 2.
Look at you.
Here's the 2 I bought.
Oh, is it this?
Yes.
Okay.
The first one is Mercator. I can't remember who in the chat. Is it Sorrow Song?
I didn't realize this was Uwe.
Someone's been saying I have to play this game, and so I got it. So this is an Uwe Rosenberg game. I got it in shrink.
Sarah Song is going, me.
In shrink. Brand, well, kind of new. It's got like a little bit of a bow back going on here.
Meh.
But in shrink. Mercator. Sorrow Song, if this is bad, I'm coming to your house. Anyway, I got this for what did I pay for this one? $40, I guess, which isn't bad because it's still in shrink. Brand spanking new, I guess.
And
Age
of...
You know that Martin Wallace guy.
Oh, yeah, that guy that Tommy doesn't know about?
That guy that Tommy doesn't know. So he made several games. He's probably most well known for the Steam, Age of Steam, and probably best known for Brass. So,
Oh, that's true. I forget.
what he did is he took Brass, supposedly, streamlined it and made it better, and now we have Age of Industry.
Oh.
So all the Martin Wallace fans
Hype.
say this is better than Brass, and I'm going to have to wait and see. I'm going to have to wait and see if it's true. I got Age of Industry for $30, which is a crazy price for this game. It's ridiculously out of print, and I got it for a song and dance. And it looks like it's, other than like the little box dent here, it looks like a good shape. I don't know if Rebecca's going to like this because she's big on the aesthetics, and this is not.
Oh,
this is you know,
Oh,
you played
boy.
Martin Wallace games, you know they're very generic looking.
Boy.
What?
Yawn Central. Oh, that's not too bad.
Let's look at the board. Let's take a look at the board. This quality, high quality board here.
No.
What do you think? What do you think? I'm excited to play this. I'm
Our song
excited.
up the game said, "Come on over, we'll play it right then if you think it's bad."
So I might save this one for Tommy so I can talk to him about.
He's already excited. He's like, I'll play Age of Industry with you. He's volunteering.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a good one.
Local Council, a Disney Plus game.
So those are my two
good.
virtual flea market purchases.
Ah, yes.
I had to hold
Several
back. They
takers.
were selling the War of the Ring Collector's Edition, not the Anniversary Edition, the Collector's Edition, and it sold for $1,700.
Oh, is that all? This or a refrigerator?
Which is
dishwasher.
a steal at this point. I think they're
That's so depressing.
I think they're pushing about 3,000 or 4,000 now, and it sold for 17. I was like, would Rebecca notice $1,700 disappeared?
Yeah, I probably would. Probably would.
So
Just, you know.
all right. I think we're up to we're going to.
Oh, you have stuff over there.
So Tommy in the chat mentioned 2 games I didn't play that were scheduled. I didn't play City of the Big Shoulders.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And High Frontier, and also several other games. But
It's New Frontier. High Frontier is like a Western or something.
No, it's High Frontier.
It's New Frontiers.
Oh, whatever that game is.
I corrected you while the video was showing the title.
Oh, so that the New Frontiers game was Sunday, and I was done. I was not getting up and driving to downtown Dallas on Sunday. It wasn't going to happen. So that one got canceled. City of the Big Shoulders, I got stuck in traffic Thursday morning, and I got there 5 minutes late. And the alternate had already stepped in and was sitting at the table, so I was like, oh, darn it. But as I walked into the room, 2 people were basically yelling at each other about the rules of the game. So I went, oh. And I quietly turned around and walked out. And I was like, I dodged a bullet. They were literally yelling at each other.
Wow, that would have been
about
fun.
the rules.
That's
One
awesome.
person had the rule book open and was doing a little this, and another person was like, and I'm like, I'm done.
I would have rolled it up like a newspaper and been hitting you in the head.
I am out. I was gone. But fortunately, or unfortunately, the Board Game Bazaar, the flea market, was the same time as City of the Big Shoulders.
Oh.
So I went to that, but I had like $76 in my wallet. So that's my budget. I'm spending $76.
You're insane.
So I went around, walked through the whole thing, planned my attack, and I was like, I'm going to make the most of my $76. So my first purchase, I got the out of print big box version of Carson City, which sells, I think it's like $130. Got it for $40. And it looks like it's barely been played.
I know I was going to say, this is a beaut. It's a beaut.
So, big box Carson City. I've been wanting this game, but it's out of print. They actually had a brand new in-shrink copy at a local game store for $120.
Oh.
And I really thought about buying it. I mean, I was like, I picked it up, I caressed it for a little while.
You're like,
I'm like, I can't do it. But I got it for $40. $40 at the flea market. He was selling it for $60. I said, no, that's too high. I only have $76. $40. He sold it to me for $40. So then I wandered over to I found out, camped out 2 more things I wanted to get for my remaining $36. But they were total combined $50. I had to talk them down. I did. So I got Rebecca a lovely
Keyforge, dude.
2-player map.
Why are you pulling? Oh.
It's sealed up. No, maybe not. Let's pop it open.
Oh. Keyforge. Tommy, come play Keyforge with me.
Lovely. She's been wanting a Keyforge map, and now she's got one.
I have one. This is so cool.
So I got that.
Oh my gosh.
And
so
just
stoked.
to finish out my last bit of money, I got a Le Havre insert.
Nerd.
The reason I got this is because we're having to use like little bins for all the different resources.
Yeah.
And this has bins that you just pop out. You just take, these are all individual bins. You just take the bins out and you put them right on the board. So there you go. That was my $76 at the virtual flea market. My entire budget.
No, Jeff, this really is mine because he usually tries to pawn Keyforge off on other people playing with me. I usually end up playing Keyforge with Tommy.
All right, so we got one more. Go get the campfire thing back there. We'll talk about that real quickly.
Oh, yeah. Where'd that go? How'd that get shoved out of the way? Yay!
So if you're watching the vendor hall, I ran into Spencer and Laura Williams. They don't do board game videos anymore, but they have a channel. They've converted their channel to a Lighten Up, something like that.
Lighten Up Initiative.
Yeah, the Lighten Up Initiative. And he was working the Red Raven booth, Ryan Lockett's booth.
That's cool.
And if you came by and said, "Hey, lighten up," you get a thing.
Campfire.
And Hector, the turtle, snagged my campfire. He stole it from me for the first day. I found Spencer before anyone found him, but I didn't say, "Hey, lighten up," so I didn't get my thing.
Oh.
Because I listened to his video and he said, "Come by the booth and say hi," but I didn't have the sound on. He said,
okay.
You have to say a specific thing. So Hector stole the first one, but I got my own. It's a little campfire nightlight.
It's so cute too. I think we should use it camping. I love it. That's adorable. I don't know where you got these, but this is wonderful.
All right. So last but not least, we're not going to do that. We'll do that. That's very last. That's not BGG. All right. So there was all these different flea markets and things going on. One of the things they do every year. Don't pull that in the screen yet.
I'm not.
One thing they do every year at Board Game Geek is they do a charity auction. They usually do an auction. This time they did it as a virtual auction where you go online and bid. So I went through I usually try to buy something from that every year. I do that Dice Tower and any con that has a charity thing. I try to buy something. So I went through all the things that they were selling. I'm like, I don't like any of this crap. So finally I said, okay, there's this one thing I can bid on. Just to be able to bid on something. All right, show it. I'm kind of disappointed I got it. There's a space game called Space Corps. I don't know even what this is. And then there's another crappy game that I got.
You happy, Kabuki? She said her gaming sense was tingling.
So I got the full everything for Leaving Earth and then this other game that looked pretty cool too. I way overpaid for them, but it was for a good cause. The charity this year is a charity called Cafe Momentum. What they do is they go to juvenile, like
the detention center.
Yeah, and they get kind of disadvantaged teenagers, and they take them. And what they do is they pay for an intern to them for a restaurant, and they learn every single job in the restaurant. They go all the way from like the dishwasher all the way up to the person up front. Teaches them about every single position in the restaurant and how the jobs works and things like that. And it's a great cause. And I'm like, okay, I spent a crazy amount of money for this, but I accomplished two things. I gave to a great cause, and now Kabuki Kid can shut up.
It's only been like 2 years or something crazy.
So anyway, I read before I bid on this thing. I read about this. I actually read the entire rules for Leaving Earth, and I'm like, I'm gonna love this game. Rebecca's probably not gonna like it, but you can play this solo.
So you're like, I don't care if you like it.
So I don't care if she likes it or not.
I might like it. It's
very spreadsheety.
I know, but it's space.
I guess I can help you with the spreadsheets. Oh my gosh! So there'll be a report. We're probably gonna. I assume we're probably gonna play this. I don't know if I'll play it over this Thanksgiving break coming up, but probably over Christmas break, I'll probably knock this out. When we're in Vegas, I'll probably be playing it. I kid. Anyway, everything for Leaving Earth, and this other game that actually looked pretty good. It's a GMT game, so it's a heavy space game. It looked kind of interesting.
It looks cool.
It says on the back, complexity of a 4.
Out of?
Solitaire suitability of a 9. So I can play these solo either way.
Oh, I see how it is. The only thing I'm bummed about is I'm worried about the boxes. For
the box are garbage.
These look so
they're
not going to last.
That's just what they are. And what's funny, what I find interesting, to open them, you actually have to take this cover and slit them.
I saw that. It made me sad. I was like, I like the art on this.
But this is a family-run company that does this, so.
Yeah, I know, but Kabuki was just saying that too.
What's that?
about the slicing the box and stuff, and I'm like, oh,
well, you can't hide the fact that they're new and shrink. Because you can't reseal them very easily.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yep.
All right, well, here's your last final fun
That's it for Board Game Geek Con. That's everything I bought, everything I did, all the games I purchased and stuff. And then we had one other purchase. We got the Wingspan expansion. I'm a Stonemeyer champion. So I get early shipment for these games. So we got Wingspan,
hoity-toity.
and then we got I guess Jamie had like a promo thing that he gave out to, I don't know if it's game stores or what, to teach the game, and he was selling this to add to the game. So basically all it does, it tells you, and it's like an easy kind of walks you through a round or two of the game, but the main thing is these cards can just be added to the game. So it's almost like it's almost like a promo pack of cards.
Very cool.
That's why he kind of released it.
Okay.
So there you go.
How much is Jamie paying you guys? I wish. That'd be awesome. I would totally be like a promoter for his games.
He does some cool stuff. He did a giveaway. I didn't know about it until after it happened, but he did basically to a bunch of smaller board game channels. He gave let them do a giveaway of a Wingspan. He released a bunch of Wingspan boxes with different art on the front of them. Yeah. And he had some extras, and he gave them to a bunch of board game channels to do giveaways. And then there was some kind of if you got the most likes or something, you got to get a free something or other. I don't remember what it's all about, but he does a lot of stuff with the board game community. He's an ambassador. He's not only is he a designer and a publisher and all that, but he's also an ambassador to the game. He gets a lot of crap from people, but he's an amazing guy. He is. I don't know why people. He could very well take a step back and away from all that stuff of promoting. He promotes other channels. He's just a great guy. Anyway.
Yeah, that's cool.
I want to be like him when I grow up.
Right.
Oh my gosh. I'm tired. I think we're done. Been talking for a long time.
I'll say. Oh, and what the other thing?
Oh yeah,
about this Board Game
your glass too. We forgot to go over that.
Oh yeah, that's true. Board Game Geek apparently every year now does this, and this is the glass they had this year. This one has Alien Frontiers on it because it's a space game, and they have the little space dude on it. But these are like solid. I mean, they're cool.
We got like 15 of those now.
I know, it's so awesome. When we went with the girls for BGG Spring, we all got some. We're like, yes! I think eventually we're going to have like maximum geek level in the kitchen, because I think we're just going to replace all of our crappy glasses with these hardcore, like dishwasher safe.
Yeah, I didn't know you had more stuff over there.
Yeah, that's
cool. I bought some stuff for the ladies at Jen's gamer glass.
Yep, the gamer. Yeah, she calls it gamer glass. Here's my little
she got some some orange earrings. Jen's Rado's wife makes all kinds of cool
this
glass
is just
stuff.
so cool. I have something else of hers too. Katie, you got Katie a little choker with a kitty. She does beautiful stuff. You should look up her.
And Nessa
is planning
probably soon to get her ears pierced. I got her some little yellow. Her yellow's her favorite color. I got her some little yellow studs.
Yep.
I think you have to have like the piercing stud in for a while, right?
You do it first, and then after that you can do the. Yep.
So that's it. So Board Game Geek, like I said earlier, if you haven't checked it out, if you're in the area or not in the area, you should go. I think it's just the right size convention for a lot of people. It's not so big, it's completely overwhelming, but it's not so small that there's not a lot of vendors and other things there. So you can get the big, giant convention feeling in a smaller convention. Smaller convention, 4,000 or 5,000 people.
I thought you said 8,000.
8,000 games in the library.
Oh, yeah, my bad. 8,000 is my magic number for the evening. It's cool.
And then BGG Spring is a smaller family-oriented convention. Will be there as well. So I think we're.
There
They're pint glasses.
They're not pint glasses.
They come in pints?
It comes in pints? No, it's just regular coffee.
All right, let's take a look at we'll take a look at the thing, and then we're getting out of here. When is the Family Showdown Con? So that's when we retire. We're going to get us a RV.
Yeah.
And we're going to be traveling in the United States. We'll have a moving con.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll pull up to a state park in your happy local state. We'll throw some tables out in front of our RV, and we'll have a little gaming convention.
I love the way that sounds so much right now. That should really... Can we do that now?
Yeah.
Yes.
that's kind of our
Tumblr. Thank you, Julio. I could not, for the life of me, think of words.
Oh yeah, so let's do it. That's a good point. Thank you, Ross, for that thing.
What's up?
So, a little advertising. So today
Ooh.
I released my 20 to 11 of my top 100 next Tuesday.
Yes,
next Tuesday
Johnny.
night. 1 week from tonight. 1 week, December 3rd. I believe it's December 3rd. December 3rd, I am having at my live top 10 of all time, featuring the lovely Rebecca.
Making stupid faces and
Making
amusing
stupid faces.
the crowd.
I love it in the video comments today. Someone posted their favorite Rebecca moments. I like that. Because what's funny is I only catch maybe 1/10 of what
I
she
do it
does
just to
over
see
there.
how much he catches.
I don't catch almost nothing that's going on. I'm like locked in, focused, and she's over here like goofy face.
Well, because when we did Blender, I would do that a lot because he wouldn't be watching me, and I'd be like, and then he'd look and be like, "You made a face at me," and I'm like, "Yeah, I did." I like that.
But revenge is a dish best served
you
cold.
just
So when
behave
she
yourself.
does her 100, I don't know, I'll be nice probably.
They recommend we just pack up a U-Haul trailer or whatever with the library and just tow it behind
Have
our
our own
RV.
library?
Yeah, just have our own library. The traveling library.
I don't know how climate controlled that'd be.
That's why we're gonna have to get one of those cool live-in quarter horse trailer kind of things,
With the air conditioner?
Yeah, and then just fill that sucker full of games. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Good
Well, that's
times.
it, folks. So we'll see you next week.
Ooh, Tyler
10.
State Park.
Top 10 of all time. What?
Yeah, top 10 of all time coming up. Oh, people were saying, hey, let's Tyler State Park. That's not that far away.
That's not.
And it's a beautiful park. Ooh. We could start doing Texas state parks now. Practice, warm up.
We don't have an RV or a trailer.
But we have a CRV, and it's got a trunk.
I guess.
Our library of 5 games. All right, fine. But yes, I'm excited for next week. And for those of you that are, celebrating, happy Thanksgiving. And even if you're not, we're thankful for you. So, happy Thanksgiving. You done?
Are we done?
We're done.
Are we done?
I think we're done.
We'll
See you guys.
See you next week
See you soon.
for my
Live.
spazzy over the top 10.
Are you changing hats
All
every
time.
time or something crazy? Well, you said you're spazzy. What are you going to do? Jumping jacks? What?
I'm always spazzy.
That's true. Whew. Out of control. Live play of Leaving Earth. Kabuki.
After I learn the game, that's a possibility.
Yeah.